Hello. So I've sorted my drivers out, I think. So I thought I'd take another look at lossless scaling because although I don't think I'm going to be using it a lot, I've found it to be working very well for what it was actually made for. So that's good. You're not getting like black screens and all that like you do on the 5000 series with Nvidia with their technology. So if you want to use it, and another thing I found out is the reason it wasn't recording my counter was because of this. Because it starts off on that, so you need to put it on that. Because it works with Windows 11 better, 24H2. So if you want it, if you're finding lossless scaling the counter, because that's what I found. I thought everyone could see it, but it didn't come out in the video. So you should actually be able to see it this time, which is good. So I'm just going to start off with the ×2. I picked this game because it's not got frame generation in, so I've installed that. But it's got a DLSS4 in, I believe, from the menu. So I'm going to load that up just to see how it runs. I've tried it in a few games, and as I've said, no crashes. Even though I probably won't use it much, it's gonna, for people that want to use it and they haven't got access to multi-frame gen, it could be good. So for games that haven't got frame generation in, it could be good. Alright. I don't have to turn it that. Some games you have to turn it right down. Alright. So we'll have a look at this. So once I activate it, I'll just turn my MSI afterburner off because you should be able to see it. You just hold Control Alt and F to activate the lossless scaling. So we've got 105, 102, over 100 FPS basically. Let's check the settings. Alright, so well, we want the transformer. It has on quality. That's all maxed out. Alright, well, we're on the ultra wide. Alright, so we're still over that. Usually knocks you down by 5 frames the DLSS4. Right. And depends where you look really. So this is DLSS4 and what's that? That don't look great if you're looking on that. If you're looking at the straw on the roof here, on this hut here, what's going on there? Oh, that don't look. Anyway, let's just focus on what I'm gonna do. So Control Alt and S. So that puts the counter on. So it's not my. So what it does again, it knocks your frame rate down a bit to like 75 or 60 if you do ×2. It usually depends on what your FPS is really. So this is 151 frames now I'm getting. So it's all pretty much halves it. So that's how it works with Nvidia as well. They're multi-frame gen. So I'm looking at image quality, and I mean, there it seems to be like no sharpened image on there with DLSS4. Like something's wrong with it. I don't know what that is. Well, I know it's not this lossless scaling because it was happening. So if I turn that off. So I've turned lossless scaling off now. It seems to be quite unstable on the aliasing for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. That doesn't look great to me. It's quite off-putting. When it should be coming out on the video. It's sort of, it's like some sort of noise on the straw. And you even got it on the wood, on the houses there. Let's have a look at. I didn't want it to be an image comparison video, but it's turned into one at the moment. Just have a quick look at this. So this is DLSS, well this is DIA native, and it's still happening. So what's going on there? It's like flickering when you're looking at it. It's like the pixels are trying to resolve themselves or something. So something's going on with their AI on then Nvidia. But if we have a look, so what we'll do, we'll have a look at native, see if that fixes it. And if it does, it's DLSS. Right, that's completely changed. Yeah, that's completely stable now. So, oh right, so that's interesting, isn't it? Well, so DLSS 4 doesn't seem to be working in here. Can't be surprised about that. And people tell me that native is usually always worse than DLSS, but it's not. Alright, so that's interesting, isn't it? And I'm still getting. What am I getting? Frame rise. I'm probably losing a bit because I'm recording. Anywhere between 3 and 5 FPS. But you do usually lose more with DLAA anyway. Now I'm getting worse image quality here. 77. It's sharper, but it's very. The pixels are running, so they don't look good. Oh, it looks like I'm getting a bit more native TAA, and it looks better to me because I'm not seeing all that sort of pixel.
Good day to you.
It's very unstable when you're looking at the roof. Oh, well, that's interesting, isn't it? Let's have a look at FSR 3.1. Is it in there? Oh, it looks alright there. Well, that is. I didn't expect that for 3.1 to be that, but it's still happening on there, to be fair. In different places, so it's happening there, but not in the middle and at the bottom. Yeah, so it don't look good on FSR 3.1 here either, but then it looks better over here. And this shed here ain't doing the same thing either. It's not.
God bless.
Sort of unstable when you're panning it, like it was. Very, very, very sharp. That could be a reason why DLSS is doing it, but then it's I don't know. It don't seem to be it seems to be an issue with the upscaling. So native will look a bit more blurry, I suppose, with TAAA, but then you're not getting that. So it's like, for me on there, it actually looks pretty much how it should look, to be honest. So you turn that off again. I mean, that looks how it should. No? Now we turn the upscaling off. I'll have one more look. Yeah. So I don't know if it's so overly sharp that it's doing it. Yeah, maybe it's so damn sharp. Alright, let's... I've got a sharp thing on here. Well, it actually says there, currently in beta. So it's obviously not working properly. So I'll turn the sharpness down anyway. Still doing it. It's like it's trying to resolve itself. Let's put it all the way down. Oh, that looks better now. Well, it's still doing it a bit. Now it's changing colour. That's, I suppose, I don't know. Well, it looks better with that. Definitely compared to what it was. So I've had to put the sharpness all the way to 0. Alright, well that does look better, to be fair, so hopefully that's fixed it. So now we can get back to Lossless Scaling. So I'll put that back on. So I'm going to just put it to ×3 now. So ×3. Alright, so we're getting 200. Well, it's gone to 191. So my frame rate to 63. Alright. So I just want to see if it changes the image quality. Because that is another, that's why I wanted to get rid of that. Because I am looking at that as well as smoothness, like the frame rate. Which I haven't done. Because I got distracted by that. Frame time. 182. $20 milliseconds. And about a bit C. So I'll toggle it off. Alright, well, milliseconds has gone down. Toggle it back on. And we get starting to get more spikes just by putting it on, but which is gonna happen. But it's not, so it's not It's not like you got large spikes, but so it still feels alright.
Good day.
I mean, if you got a lot of stutters in games, maybe that's when it can improve it. And if you're getting like 48 FPS in something, then it would make it feel better to play. Because it's when you go down below 40 FPS, that's when you really feel that bloody lag, like that input delay. And you got frame generation on top, especially. But I've found if you're getting like 46 FPS and it's not dipping below that, it can actually feel better than it would with just using it without frame generation. So there's cases like that where it can come in handy. So it depends on the game really. It's not like I'll never use it, but I just don't use it very often at all. But again, it also depends on what kind of game it is. Is it a shooter or is it that Alan Wake 2 sort of game where it's a walking simulator? So alright, let's go for 4 times. Alright, so this is what Jensen what so this is 232. 230. Yeah. So the frame time is going up, but not as much as I thought it was there, to be fair. So yeah, I mean, for people that like all this stuff, like maybe frame gen, I really can't see why you wouldn't just buy this Lossless Scaling for like £5 or something and use that instead, because it's not causing any crashes or anything. So we'll have a look at another game as the last one. More of an action game. I might just put on Shadows because this is what I wanted to do. This has got frame generation on, but I just thought I want to have a look at that. Yeah, so I haven't got nothing against the technology itself. It's just when people like Jensen start pushing it on you and make out it's actual performance from the graphics card. I mean, any card can use it. It's not like it's anything special. It's not a feature that you should buy a graphics card for, in my opinion. It's just frame generation by ultra. It's like an extreme case of frame generation. That's what it is. For me, it's just the. I mean, AMD. They've got AMD Fluid Motion. It's not like they haven't done it before, Nvidia. So I'm probably gonna have to turn my sound down. Alright, so I'm going to put it on, so it's 12 milliseconds. That rose when I'm putting it on, that's why. So I've got to press key. So now we're at 125. There is frame gen, as I said, there is frame generation in this game. It looks like we're at night, so it might be a bit dark. So yeah, so the frame time it was 12 milliseconds, now it's gone up a bit. But as long as it feels smooth, I suppose. Apparently it's supposed to smooth it up. I wouldn't say it feels any worse, which is good. Another advantage is for games where CPU limited, so you can get your frame rate, you can get the GPU to generate more frames, which can smooth out in those CPU limited areas. So it might be good on Stalker. I haven't got it installed. That is a game I probably would have tested it on. So in them NPC areas where you find on some people's configurations on their PC systems, they're going to find they will get stutters because it's very demanding on the CPU in there. So that's when I'd use frame generation, and you find it a smoother motion out of it, and you might eliminate some stutters. So that's when to use it. So that could be good for that if you've got a 4000 series. But then there is frame generation on that. So it's just stuff like that. Yeah, I mean it feels alright. So let's up the ante and go to 3 times. I mean it's pretty easy to use as well. Although it is an extra app. I don't like having too many apps running when I'm playing, but seems light. So 171. Only thing is, I don't know if that's because I'm recording, but it's dropped my FPS below 60 there. I don't know, it shouldn't be going that low. But maybe that's how it's working. That's a bit iffy. So I don't know, I don't really like how it's dropped my FPS for just by going 3 times. Let's put that back. And now it's gone over 60 again. I don't know. As I said, it's definitely saving your power if it's doing that. But is it worth it? I don't know. For me, it's going to depend on the game, really. I'd rather get the highest frame rate possible, to be honest, and then use the in-game frame generation. So I don't know if I'll be using it, to be honest. I'll go 4 times. Yeah, for some reason in this game it puts it below 60 FPS, which I don't see the point of that. Alright. Maybe it's not working properly in this game, I don't know. So I haven't seen that in other games. If I turn it off. Yeah, so now my FPS has gone back up. For some reason, it's oh right, so I'm not sure about that, because that just defeats the whole point of it. Oh, yeah, I mean there's quite a bit of ghosting in this now when I'm turning my character, so that's pretty, yeah, I wouldn't want that. This is on 4 times, so let's have a look at that. I mean that could be, to be fair, because they've put my frame rate below 60 FPS, and that can muck up image quality if your frame rate is too low. So that's another thing. So it swings and roundabouts again, isn't it? Is it worth it? For me, I'm still more against it than I'm for it, to be honest. I'd rather have more FPS, more natural FPS rather than all this fakeness. Because you're probably going to find in games it's not going to, and there's still a lot of ghost in there around the character. But I'm not finding it with normal frame generation on it. Maybe it's Ubisoft's engine. I mean, they do have issues with a lot of stuff. So maybe it don't work that well in the Snowdrop engine. This Lossless Scaling. That looks better with times too, and it gets me over 60. So I don't know if it's because the frame rate was going below 60 that it was doing that, but then I didn't notice it in other games. Oh, so that's interesting. Another thing I need to do, I need to have a look at AMD's fluid motion frames 2.1, because that's meant to be a lot better now compared to what it used to be. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I've shown you. It's not so. I mean, it's worth getting this app, I'd say, but not. I don't see the point in even buying a GPU just for this myself. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.